Cruising the Coast celebrates the remarkable craftsmanship and nostalgia of cars from the past. But to celebrate National Drive Electric Week, we cruise into the future to learn more about the reality of owning an EV. It's today's In Their Shoes. Hey y'all, guess where we are today? We're over here at Lazy Magnolia in the Kill, about to speak to the OG of EVs. This is Mark Henderson. Mark, welcome to Good Morning, Mississippi.
Good morning, Jamie. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Now, I wanted to talk to you so badly because this guy, if you think you're progressive because you have an EV now, this dude has had one for 4 years.
Long time now.
Why in the world did you even get started in the EV world?
I'm an electrical engineer by training, right? So it's kind of already my thing, right? And then, it's the environment, it's sustainability. I mean, it touches a whole lot of things that have always been important to us. And let's be honest, they're a lot of fun to drive. Put your head back.
All right. Wow, what is that, like 0 to 60 in 3 seconds?
This is a little bit slower than that. I have the very cheap base model, right? So I couldn't buy the performance version for, a variety of reasons. One, I'm not rich, and being an early adopter put you a little bit ahead of, when all of the real features started coming out. The other thing is that it's got it's a driving computer. You can tell it to, navigate someplace, right? And enable the controls here, and we can let it just drive. It passes people, it moves over for people who are stopped on the side of the road, it stops for pedestrians. They don't get distracted. The computer does not get distracted. It's
wow, so it's almost like a better driver than you are.
That hurts a little bit.
So fuel efficiency. I think what a lot of people think with EVs is that you're just trading one bill for the next, right? Instead of going to the gas station, you're putting it on your electricity bill. What have you found now owning one for 4 years?
So it's real numbers.
Yeah.
Straight up real numbers. We drive a lot. We drive about 30,000 miles a year in our vehicle. So a good bit of driving. It saved me, on the first year, it saved me $5,000. And that is just taking the data from my 2 gas drivers. The electricity cost is just so much less. And there's no maintenance costs. There's no oil changes. There's no air filters, right? There's no time out of your day to go do an oil change or an air filter. It starts every day charged, right?
Oh, that's right, because you don't even have to go to gas stations. So you plug in at night, you wake up in the morning, your car's charged. You don't even have to do that.
Yeah, and it's this crazy misconception. It takes so long to charge. It's like, well, just like your cell phone, right? You put it on at night, and the next morning it's a full charge. You use it all day. Now, under certain circumstances, right, if you're like heavy using it, you got to charge it in the middle of the day, and it takes a little bit of time to do that. But you almost never encounter that in day-to-day use. Navigate, Lazy Magnolia Brewing Company. It practically runs on beer.
7 miles. So, Mark, I have to ask you then, because this is what everybody wants to know. What don't you love about driving an EV?
So the number one annoyance is the speeding tickets. And it's not even really speeding. I've been pulled over multiple times, and someone's like, well, you weren't speeding, but you looked like you were going fast. I was like, I'll settle it down a little bit.
So that's the problem.
That is my number one annoyance.
Okay, so the last thing we have to do is charge it. Look at this thing.
Yeah, there's nothing to it, right?
It's like a little wand. And
all you have to do is get close to the spot here, right?
And it just opens?
It opens.
And then, bing.
No fumes, right? No spills. No gasoline all over your shoes in the morning. Nothing to it.
Mark, you're awesome. Thank you so much for interviewing with us.
Yeah,
you're adorable. Oh!
Always a pleasure to see you.
The OG of EVs. Now, the actual savings per mile really depends on the rate you get with your electricity provider. Mark says he charges his car under the Coast Electric off-peak time of use, and this brings his cost per mile down to around 1 cent. It's amazing.